Hi, I'm Ambry and this is Ambry's Corner and welcome back to my channel. If you're a new watcher, viewer, subscriber, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, watcher, subscriber, welcome back. Whew, okay, y'all, it's been a long day. As you can see, sis got her nose pierced for Miami. And it hurts like hell right now. It didn't hurt when I was getting it done during the process, but afterwards, oh, it hurt like hell, y'all. I mean, it hurts. So if you would like a separate video on the piercing, I can do that for you. I'm afraid I didn't film it, and I probably should have, but I didn't. And I'm gonna tell you why I didn't film it, because I had been talking about going to get my septum pierced for like forever. Now, this is not a septum piercing. This is a nose piercing. But I had talked about getting that piercing done forever, and I never did. I never did do it. So then, I actually ended up getting it once before, and the gauge was too big, so I ended up taking it out and just not doing it. And so then, for a long time after that point, I planned to go back and have it done again. But I was going to do it with a smaller gauge that way, because the gauge I got was so big, y'all. It was huge. Like, I don't even think it was like a... It was big, and it hurt like hell, and my nose was sore. It hurt. And so I said, well, fuck it, I ain't getting it no more. So after some time, I found, because my best friend, my mama, everybody had been telling me that this would look good on me, and they was like, you should get it, you should get it, you should get it. So finally today, after like 2 days of thinking about it, I said, okay, I'm going to get one. Because I knew I wanted a piercing of another piercing of some sort. I just didn't know what I wanted. And I do like the nose rings. I was going to get it once before, but too many people were getting it. And I didn't want to get it while everybody else was getting it. But none of them had seen it calm down, so I got one. So like I said, if you want a separate video on that and about the septum piercing I had once before, then I will happily give you that video. But this is going to be a story time about something else. So y'all, I'm off today. Today is Monday, May 10th. I'm a month away from going to Miami. By the time you see this, I will be long back from Miami. You won't see this video until like July. I will be long back from there by the time y'all see this video. I'm filming it early because I was trying to get like a bulk of videos up so that when I came back, I won't be like a rush or a haste to film and get videos out and not give you good quality or good content. So, you know, I'm going to film now, and then when I come back, if I need to film some more, I will. But I won't have like a big weight on me to hurry up and get videos out. So, yeah. But today's video is a story time. So if you like to hear about this story, if you about to hear about time Pizzahut tried it, and they tried it, and I want my one, stick around and let's get into it. Alright, so this story time takes place right after I left Little Caesars. And I will get into more story times about Little Caesars later on down the line. I won't let that settle in, then we'll get into the rest of them. But this takes place right after I quit Little Caesars, like right after. So I want to say like a month after I was filling out job applications to get another job. And I was filling out for restaurants because at that point I hadn't finished school yet, so I wasn't looking for nothing like, you know, that devoured my time, because I need to focus on trying to get finished with school, you know. And I hadn't even passed my my first GD test at this point. Like I was still like like in there, so you know. But at this point I had freshly just quit Little Caesars. I was over it. The last day I worked there was like a month after the 4th of July, the next day maybe, and I was out. I was over it. She had cut my hours down for like the last time for no reason. All because hearsay, Basically, that's what it was, hearsay. She wasn't doing nothing she said she was doing. And I know she wasn't doing it for a fact, because if she was doing it, then what they said wouldn't have affected my schedule so much. But sis was like really playing with my money, and I don't play about stuff like that. I really don't play about stuff like that. I put my job now in high regards to that job. And not because, you know, it's just a better job, because it's really about the same. But they don't play with my money, and that's respect for me on all ends. So whatever. At this point, I had been gone for a month, and I wouldn't say that I was looking, but I was looking for a job. Cause to be honest with you, my mom had told me like way before I quit that as long as I was doing something, as long as I wasn't just laying around not doing anything, she would support me. She had told me that. And when your parent tells you something like that, you don't really be in a rush to do nothing, for real. And like, but I wanted to work. Let's not get nothing twisted. I wanted to work, but I didn't feel the urge to like just really look for a job. Cause let's think about, yeah, I don't have no kids. I don't live with myself. I didn't have no car at the time. I really didn't have no major responsibility on me for me to really just have to work. The only responsibility I had was my phone bill. My mom paid it, and my hair getting done. My mom paid for that too. She said as long as I was doing something productive with my time, she was not going to bother me about working. Plus, I was still in school too, and she wanted that to be a priority for me, because it was important for her for me to get my GED. Like, it was really important for when I dropped out. Like, it worried her to the point like she was really worried about me not getting it. And when I got it, it was like a huge relief off her shoulders. So like I said, I was like a month out of work, and I wasn't really looking, but I was looking. And right after, I had an interview at the job that I'm at now, but I didn't get it then because there was another lady that was the hiring manager at that time, and I guess she didn't approve me, so she didn't want me. And I got some stories about how she acted. And this was before I ever came. Like, by the time I got to this job, this woman was gone. Like, my coworkers told me like how this woman went on. But yeah, this was before I ever came. But I had interviewed like the next day after I had quit that job, and so I never did hear nothing back after the interview. So I just forgot about it. So then like a month after that, I got the interview. So I get the interview, and I go in for my interview. Now the interview on my end, I thought it went great. I showed up on time. Anytime I'm going to an interview, a job, anything like that, I always show up at least an hour to 30 minutes early. I don't play. I do not play. When it involves money, a potential check, I don't play when it comes. I am up on time and I'm ready to work. I don't play about that. Those games I do not play. And if I can't be there on time, I'm letting you know. I'm apologizing in advance, or I'm just not coming at all. Because, and usually I'm just not gonna come at all if I can't be there on time. I'm not gonna come. I'm not gonna waste your time like this. I just rather not come at all. And I know most of you thinking, well, it's better to be a little late than not come at all. No, to me, it's better not come out because I'm wasting somebody's time, and I know I'm not coming. So I just tell you I'm not coming. And I do that. But I don't play. I'm always on time. I don't play about those type of things because that involves the check that I'm bringing home. So I don't play about that. But I showed up an hour to 30 minutes early. I do that not at my job. Now I come 30 minutes early, an hour or 2 hours early, and my managers, my boss, my coworkers, they're always asking me why am I always this early. It's a thing I have. I show up on time when it involves my money. I don't play about that. I don't play about that. Now sometimes they ask me to come in early. I don't be down with that. But you know, I do be down with coming early just so I can rest, get my mind together, get in the work mode, and get focused. Period. I'm at the interview, right? And the interview on my end is going great. She asked me, you know, the basic questions that you ask anybody when going to interview. Oh, I see you worked at Little Caesars before here. Why'd you leave? blah 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 blah. I see you there for 6 months. Did you like it? How was it? How was your like it? How did you like your manager, your coworkers? I'm still on good terms with everybody. I like everybody. We good, you know. I am on good terms with everybody. I didn't leave on bad terms. Although my boss didn't take the 2-week notice, I gave her 2 weeks notice. I said I'm quitting in 2 weeks, and that's that. And she said that's all right. This can be your last day, and I peaced out. She said I need you to finish up the day, then you can go. You good. So technically, I didn't do nothing wrong. It's her fault. I wasn't mad with anybody. I made peace with. I was good because when I left. I was done. That was that. It was no beef, and it still ain't no beef. I'm telling these stories strictly for entertainment. So yeah. But I left, and I told her. I said I left. You know, it was a lot of things going on. It was a lot of things going wrong. Communication wise, you know, I don't think things were getting said to me that should have been getting said to me. And that's fine, you know, whatever, it's whatever. But we cool, I ain't got, and I didn't go back ever. And so, so the interview was like, oh, okay. And she asked me all the other questions, like, what do you think you like about being working at Pizzahut? What do you think this experience will be like? I said, probably just like Little Caesar's job I had, no different. Drama, making pizzas. It's about the same. I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So at the end of the interview, she basically point blank tells me I have a job. Without any hesitation. Okay, well, you pretty much hired. I just need to go. I just need you to talk to my manager, and then we done. She said he'll call you in 2 or 3 hours, or if not in 2 or 3 hours, make sure you call her at a certain time the next day, and you can talk to him. I go home. I wait 2 or 3 hours for him to call. Nobody calls me. I said, okay, well, I'll just call tomorrow at the time she told me to. Bam. I go in. The next day, I'm up. I'm on the phone. He gave me the runaround. Basically, he told me. He said, okay. He said, I don't see your name here. I don't see this name, so I don't know what to do. No, that's not what happened. There was a guy on the phone. Not the man, not the hiring manager, a guy. He told me that the manager that I want to talk to wasn't there, and that I need to call back the next day. That's what he told me. I'm sorry, I got the story twisted. He told me the manager, the hiring manager wasn't there, and I need to call back the next day. And I said, at what time? He said at such and such time. Fine, I can do that. Bye. Y'all. So the next day, I called the manager. Now this time, now at this point, like, I'm thinking, at this point, I'm kind of like irritated because that girl told me to call this time. Now that could just been a mistake, but this next time is no mistake. Now I don't know if she didn't know what she was doing or what, but since that day, I'm gonna finish up the story and I'm gonna tell you what I just thought about. Okay, so I called the next day at the same time, and this time I actually get on the phone with the manager, and he basically tells me that that he didn't see my name and that he didn't see no application or where I had an interview. So he said if I wanted a job, I just need to go online and fill out an application. I said no. I said, so I had an interview. He said, can you tell me the person you interviewed with? I said it was a girl. I gave a description of her and everything. He said he didn't. He said oh, he think he know who that. He said he said he knew who that was, but he said he doesn't see that information here. He said you probably have to call another day. I said no, that's all right. I said okay, thank you, have a nice day. I said that's all right. I said cause now y'all playing. That's what y'all doing. Now here's what I think happened. Because I put down references, which is where I would have missed. I probably messed up here. I put down my references, and I put down recent references. And I didn't think that this woman was bitter about me quitting. Because in all honesty, it's your fault I quit. Because if there was some kind of communication going on, now I'm just speculating. I don't know if she did this. Something in me just told me this hoe said something. Now, I don't know if she did or not. I'm not saying she did. I'm just speaking clearly from what I feel like happened. I feel like they caught my references. I feel like they got in touch with my references. I feel like my reference might have said some things about me that maybe weren't true, or maybe put me in a bad light. That's what I think. And she not the first manager I feel like did that to me. Because when I left McDonald's, I think she did the same thing. I think a lot of what she did revolved around the incident with some money that was not my fault. And I will tell you that story later. Not now, later. But I feel like that might have been what happened. You know, my ex-manager might have said some things that put me in a bad light. And so he basically played dumb. I guess not, because that seemed to be a thing around here. Like, the managers, instead of telling me the truth, like, anytime I go for a job interview, and maybe they called my references, and my references didn't put me in the best light, they don't always tell me that. So I feel like that might have been what happened. My references didn't put me in a good light, so they don't bother hiring me. And instead of just telling me, well, you know, I spoke to your last employer, and she basically, you know, said some things that I really didn't like, and I don't think that makes me think that maybe I shouldn't hire you. So I'm sorry, but you won't be getting this job. I feel like that would have been better, because I would have understood that. You know what I mean? I can respect that, but when you give me the runaround, you lie, you say you don't see my application. Clearly, I had an interview. Clearly, you got the information. Clearly, the person that interviewed me is not stupid enough to give an interview and not give the manager the information, especially if she's hiring me. You know what I mean? Clearly, those are things that are automatically going to happen. So I feel like my ex-manager called and put me in a bad light, and that's why I didn't get the job. A few months later, I went to another store, and the same thing happened to me. I'm going to give y'all that story time at a later date. Y'all won't get this one. That's a later date. But yeah, that's the time Pizzahut tried it. And I'll never fly another application for them again. Ever again. And I've been on these since then, and they still hiring. So, no, I think I might have dodged the bullet. If you ask me, I think I might have dodged the bullet. And I think because that happened to me so many times, and it happened to me one other time after that, and I think because it happened to me so many times, it has me a little self-conscious about when I go to interviews. Like, I'm really messed up. So much of the fact that I'm thinking about going back. I am eventually I'm going back to school so that I can get into business for myself, because I don't think I like that. That's not something I really like when it comes to managers. So if that happens to me, that's like God's way telling me that wasn't the job that you want, no way. Because when you in a position like that, you playing with people's time. You know what I mean? People could really be dependent on that job for something, and because instead of just telling the person the truth about why they didn't get the job or why you're not going to hire them, you held them up. They hold me. Now, they don't not. Let's be honest. I don't have nothing going on. I don't have no business like that. Back then, I didn't. You know, just tell me. I'm good. I'm fine. They held me up. They wasted time. Just tell me. And the funny thing is, the guy that I talked to the first time, it sounded like the same guy I talked to the second time. So I believe I was talking to the manager both times. He just didn't have the balls to tell me what he wanted to tell me was that he had no intention to hire me. That girl spoke too soon. I don't got the job. And that's fine. I understand it. But you played, son. You played yourself, son, because you look crazy. That's real unprofessional for you to do that. Y'all, it's a lot of bull crap. Not everybody looking for somebody to work for them. Everybody down here need somebody to work. Even Pizzahut. Hell, even Domino's, Papa John's, all of them need employees, and can't none of them get none and keep none. So I feel like after this pandemic, all that gonna be wiped clean. All that gonna be wiped, because they're gonna need people better than they'll hire just about anybody. So, you know, it's whatever. But yep, that's the story time, y'all. I think the reason this story time is so good because I'm a little irritated right now, because I had plans. That about wraps up for this video. Like I hope you like, comment, subscribe to what you want to hear. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next one. Bye.